Hi there, this is one of your modeling mentors, Mike, and I wanted to quickly walk you through the model map because a lot of people have questions about this, and this stuff is really important for you to know. So, the first step in becoming a successful model is pretty simple. You have to decide that you want to be one. Everybody wants to be a lot of things, and you can be really whatever you want to be, but if you don't plan on it and really set your heart and mind to it, it's not going to happen. So that is step one. Step two is to research and choose your niche. If you're not sure what a niche is, think of music. There's many different kinds of music. There's rock music and rap music and classical and dance, right? Those are different types of music, and your niche is the same thing. In modeling, you have commercial print, you have runway, male modeling, parts modeling, plus size modeling. You get the picture. You can't just say you want to be a model. You have to know what kind of model you want to be. So that's super important to pick your niche. Step three, find professional photographers that specialize in your niche. So if you were going to do fashion, let's say you want to be a fashion model, you wouldn't get somebody who is really good at taking pictures of people's pets, right? You wouldn't want that as your photographer. You want to go online and find photographers that you can look at their work and know that that's the kind of look that you want for your book. If you're going to spend money on photographs, make sure that the person taking them knows what they're doing. You don't want to waste your money on that. Step four, you want to start networking on websites and with fashion and photography schools in your area. This is a great way, A, to meet people that are also passionate about the fashion industry and modeling or photography. And of course, the more people you know, the bigger your network and the more opportunities you're going to have. And secondly, you're going to be meeting photographers and other people who are at schools and can do student work for you. So these are people that don't have money to pay a model, and thus you'll work for free and they'll work for free. This is called trade for print, where it's just a really great opportunity for everybody to help each other out and no one's spending any money. So go to schools in your area. I recommend junior colleges. Put ads up and really say, I'm a model, I'll work for free if you have a really good photography book. And you'll be amazed at how many great people you'll find. Step five, you want to take Polaroids. So if you can do that on your own, and Polaroid doesn't mean that, an old-fashioned camera. You can do this on any camera. Just make sure it's not super crappy. You want like just a decent sized snapshot camera. And all you really need is a picture of you from the front and a picture of you from the side and a picture of your face. It's not any more complicated than that. Step six, approach the photographers about the trade for print TFP shoot for a project they're working on. So in step four, you already did research on what awesome photographers in your area, and now in step six, you're going to start approaching them and saying, hey, look at my Polaroids, look at some of my snapshots. And you really need those to get the photographers. So step five you need to do to get to step six, and step four you needed to do so that in step six you know who to contact. Step seven, you want to test 2 or 3 times to ensure variety in your portfolio. So what that means is you want to get at least 2 or 3 different photographers to work with so that A, you get a wide variety of looks out of into your book, and B, you just want to get comfortable working in front of the camera. So this is super important. If you keep working with the same photographer, you're not going to get the experience of working with other ones, and you might get really comfortable with one photographer, and then when you work with another one, since it's so new and fresh to you, you might look a little uncomfortable on camera, or get the experience before someone's paying you to model. Because if you get on set and you're super nervous and they're paying you, they're not going to ask for you back, and it's a really small industry. So make sure that you're up to speed. Step 8, you want to review your book with professionals in your network. So if we go back up to step 4, you're already meeting people at this point. So now in step 8, those friends that you've made, you say, hey, check it out. Look, I've got this really awesome book now. I got some photos. What do you guys think? And the goal with this is to have people edit out the pictures that aren't doing their job. You may think the picture's really great, but other people, they'll look at it and go, this does not help you at all. Remember, your portfolio is marketing you. So if it's not 100% great, you don't want that photo in there. Step 9, you want to submit to agencies that specialize in your niche. Remember, I think it was step 2 up here. You found your niche. So when you get to this step, you only want to go to agencies that already work with models in your niche. So if you're a child model, you don't want to go to an agency that specializes in swimsuit models, right? You don't want to be 5 years old and be in a swimsuit. So really find out what agencies you want to work with and make sure that they already work with models that are obviously in your niche. Step 10, interview with as many agencies as possible to find the right fit. You may meet with the first agency and absolutely love them and want to sign on, but I'm telling you, meet with them all because you want to have relationships with them all, and you really want to find the best. You don't marry the first person you ever go on a date with, and you certainly don't want to sign with the first agency you meet with. Shop around, make sure that they're the best people for you. Step 11, sign with a mother agent in your city. If you don't know what a mother agency is, that's basically the first agency you ever sign with. They'll rep you in your particular market. So let's say you're in Ohio, like Toledo, Ohio. That would be your local agency in Toledo, Ohio. But eventually you might move up to an agency in New York. So let's say you sign with Elite Models in New York. Well, they're going to rep you, but they're not your mother agency. Your mother agency is back in Toledo. They helped you get the agency in New York, and thus they get a small percentage of your pay, but that's just the way it works. So that's your mother agency. And this is your first agency, it's your starter agency. You absolutely need an agent. So really make sure that mother agency is right for you because they're going to be with you for the long term. Step 12. Meet with your booker regularly to develop your look and portfolio. The booker is the person at the agency who is doing most of the, they're getting you the jobs. So it's super critical that you have a strong relationship with them. If you stop talking to them for a couple weeks or a couple months, they're going to forget about you. This is a relationship game. They're going to just put the person, out on the go-sees who they like. So you need to make sure that you're always in their, in their eyesight. You're always there. You're contacting them constantly. You're not a pain in the butt about it, but you're letting your presence be felt. Send them cookies, send them Christmas cards, call them, wish them a happy birthday. Make friends with them, and they're going to mentor you and really help you get your look down and your book down because their job is to market you. So you need to be on the same page with them about what your niche is and how they want to market you. Step 13, attend castings, test shoots, and go-sees. That's pretty obvious. The agent will get you these castings, test shoots, and go-sees. That's your agent's job. So that's why you don't want to be doing this on your own because that's a full-time job. So get an agent and let them do that for you. Step 14, this is where you get to start working as a paid model. So your agency is going to send you out on bookings and castings and all that fun stuff, and eventually you'll get one, and that's when you start getting paid. Step 15, this is where you expand to larger markets that cater to your niche. So when you start out in your small boutique agency or your small city with your mother agency, you build your book, but eventually your book's going to be so great and wonderful that you're going to want to move up to a bigger network, a larger market. And this is where step 15 comes in. Step 16, if necessary, begin expanding your career into different niches. You want to focus on one niche right when you're getting started, but as you go on in your career, you can slowly branch out to other niches. As you start off, you can do 100 niches. It doesn't matter. You're great for every niche, but focus on one, because if you focus on too many, no one's going to know where to place you. They're going to be confused. This is all about marketing and being super focused, razor sharp there. Step 17, this is where it all comes together. You get to travel the world, meet creative people, and enjoy your success. This is the one that we love here at How to Model Coaching. And finally, step 18, pay it forward. Start teaching other people how you became a success. And that's what all of our modeling mentors are doing, is we're trying to pay it forward. We're trying to make you guys understand how to be a successful model. And once you figure it out, please teach others. It's very important to give back. So there you go. That's the modeling map, and that's that.